My name is Frances Ward and I'm one of 2 deputy principals here in Loreto Secondary School in Bray.
And I'm Dee Ryan and I'm the other deputy principal.
I think that was one of the biggest draws for us, was the support that you got. Yeah, it's just been incredible, and I suppose my big fear is that as Compass gets bigger and bigger, I won't have access to Laura and Owen, who are just fabulous. But that makes a huge difference. And like, you know yourself with IT, you can sound like an idiot, you know, how do you, like, what, you know, and then when Laura tells you how to do, you think, oh God, like, you know, you realise, yeah, I should have known how to do that. But you never feel like that, you know, they go through it so simply, so quickly, and nothing is a problem. Like, I have rang Laura nearly, you know, I send Laura emails like regular, help, and she'd be back like straight away, you know, and if she doesn't, Owen will be back. But I have found the support. I know Emma would reiterate that as well when we were doing that initial changeover. It was really, really brilliant. It was great to have that support from Compass, and even just the events that Compass organise as well during the year. It's great to meet other schools, because like at the last event we were at in the Guinness Storehouse, I was talking to another school in Dublin, and they were using the events feature, but they had gone to another level with it that I wasn't even aware of, and it was great to get that presentation and to see, you know, well, this is where we could move with it. So I know myself that while we're using Compass, we're not using it to its full capacity just yet, because we've only introduced it in the last year. So I'm really looking forward to and excited about, you know, just improving on it all the time, and to, you know, look at all of the other features that are there and to, you know, start using them a little bit more. But I could not fault the support that Compass has offered. But as I said, we do not want to lose that, because that's a major selling point. It is really a unique selling point that Compass has. What would you agree, Dee?
I would agree. So I wasn't here for the initial rollout, so I came late to the party. But so it's really, it's so user friendly. So when I came back, I just messed about with it basically. That sounds not very professional, but I kind of was like clicking on things and finding out what happens when I do this, and can I do that, and can I access this, and what does this mean, and what's in that drop down menu. And then Laura basically gave me a day and was like, what do you need? And she came to the school, and I was like, oh, I've gotten this far, but I need to know that now, you know. And she kind of went through the bits and pieces that, because loads of stuff was up and running, so I just kind of had to have a crash course when I came back. And so she gave me kind of all of the kind of, I suppose, next little bits that weren't initially obvious, you know, from the start, from my kind of initial interactions with it. And then, like, since then, she's just great when we answer the phone. Usually I go to Frances, and then Frances has the direct line, so I say, Frances, how do you do this? And she goes, oh, I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
And it was great at the beginning of the year, because we have our discipline structure here in the school. It's like a positive behaviour structure rather than like a discipline structure, but just to use that umbrella term. So we do positive behaviour points. So Laura customised our chronicles for that, which was really, you know, brilliant. It was great to have that. So there was very little change. You know, we didn't have to change the language of what we were currently using. Now, I suppose the only words that we're now like using as if it was always part of it's chronicle. Have you put a chronicle entry in there? You know, whereas in the past that would never, you know, but so it just shows you how adaptable both teachers and the students have been to Compass. And Compass has made it easy to do that. I suppose the first thing is do it. That is the first thing I would say. Like, it's just a no-brainer. It really is. I've used a good few of the other systems. So it's not that I'm completely biased. I've used other systems, so I know the benefits of Compass. So that would be the first thing. I think the rollout of Compass was really, really smooth for us, but that was because of the support that we got from Owen and Laura. It really was. Now, I suppose I had a bit of an in because I had used it in Balbriggan and I knew what it was capable of. But again, I was coming from a teacher's perspective, so I needed support then coming from a management perspective. But I think rolling it out is the easiest thing you will do. It really is. And you will be surprised at how quickly teachers will take it on board. They will, they'll go like the first, oh God, there's another thing, which I understand because we don't like change. But then once they start using it, the teachers have come back to us and said, oh my God, this is just brilliant. And they are really excited by it. And certainly the year leaders, the form teachers, they have information at the tip of their fingers that before it was a real drag, to get stuff. And I'd say teachers probably dreaded seeing that they were a form teacher on their timetable, or, if they had an AP1 or an AP2 post as year leader or year head, they're, oh God, But now it's so easy and so quick to get that information, and you can build up a really great rapport with your students because you know everything about them. You have a great profile on each child, all in the one area, so you're not running around bits of paper here, bits of paper there. Everything is centralised for you. But definitely my advice for any school who's thinking of joining Compass is just do it. You will not regret it. And I am not on commission. What would you say, Dee?
I'm very happy with it as well. I'm less evangelical than Frances possibly, but I haven't had as much time to use it. The one thing that I think is really important about it is it's so visual. So I like that. So when I was learning, I always draw diagrams and I have to write things down to remember them. I'm a lists woman. I have to see things in front of me to know things. And so the visual aspect of Compass makes everything so much easier, and that appeals to most people, I think, that clarity. So if you were rolling it out to staff, before you even start to talk to people, you have to have a presentation or handouts or a system up and running that they can use, like a test system, to show them what it looks like. Yeah. Because straight away, that's the biggest selling point to me. It's just everything's there at a glance, roll over things, and it brings you up more information than you need. But I can literally look at something, a student or a class group or a year group, and see very basic information straight away because of the colour coding, the interface. I would say that's the most attractive thing about it. So if you are going to roll it out, have it prepped before you bring it to your staff with that picture and visual aspect of it.